You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
We start your 11 minutes of nonstop news with breaking news out of Atlanta, where authorities are on the scene of a roof collapse at a historic business.
A lot of damage. It happened at the Mary Mac's Tea Room while you were sleeping. Ariana Manise joins us live with a look at what's happened. Good morning, Ariana.
Good morning, Cheryl and Aisha. It appears the roof has collapsed here at this iconic tea room. Take a look behind me. When we got here on the scene, we saw Atlanta Police and Georgia Power. They were here, and as the sun starts to come up, you can see lights starting to shine through this tea room. Parts of the building, parts of the roof are spilling onto the sidewalk, into the road. We saw Georgia Power. They were here. They cut off power to one side of the building because if you walk to the side of it, you can see that the roof has brought down some power lines. Now, when we first got here, police, they only had one side of Ponce open. They since opened both sides. But if you do drive down this road, be careful because parts of the building, concrete pieces of glass, it is in the middle of the road. We see cars driving over it. Now, this is a building with a rich history. It first opened back in 1945 during a time when women were not allowed to open up restaurants. So they used the name Tea Room back in World War II to open up this establishment. It opened with just one tea room, and it now has 6 full dining rooms. We were able to talk to the owner. He says at this point they're really just trying to get a crew out here to assess the integrity of the building, the security, to see if people are able to go inside of the tea room. He says they're really just trying to clean up at this point. We're going to try to get more information to see exactly what happened here to confirm this information, and we'll be sure to bring you the latest. Back to you.
Ariana, thank you. Right now, Dunwoody police are searching for this man. This is 20-year-old Darren Pyatt. He is accused of following and groping several women. Take a look at this map where the incidents have happened so far, all of them in the Perimeter Mall area. Police say surveillance video helped them identify Pyatt.
How bold he is and how brazen he is to do this in such a public arena with people around. We just want him found.
Police say their main concern is getting Pyatt off the street before another woman becomes a victim or he escalates. If you see him, please give police a call. This morning, the Gwinnett County Police Department is warning you about a scam out there that has caused one family to lose hundreds of dollars. They say it started with a voicemail on WhatsApp from an unknown number. It came as one of their family members hadn't been seen in days.
She don't know anybody here. She don't know anything around her. That's why they know something happened.
Yahira Govea tells us that the scammers wanted $15,000 and threatened to take her 18-year-old niece, Perla. She just moved to America 2 months ago. Her father sent the money to criminals posing as the Mexican government. Govea called police who work with the FBI. Now, the suspects were in Mexico, but Perla was found safe walking alone in unincorporated Lawrenceville. Police say if you get a text from an unknown number on WhatsApp, just go ahead and block it right away. Govea's message to undocumented families is do not be afraid to call the police.
Time now is 6:50. Those were your headlines on this soggy Wednesday morning, Chesley.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the clouds in the background as the sun begins to lighten the sky up. We're not going to see much sunshine today. In fact, I think that rain will hold on off and on as we head into early afternoon. So a bit soggy out there right now and will be soggy for the rest of the afternoon with temperatures in the 50s starting off this morning, right at 57 degrees in the city of Atlanta. You'll notice where we had that heavy rain, it's now starting to fade away. Light rain with a few moderate pockets are what's left over. You have that just about all around Athens. Down toward Elder, we had to have some pockets of heavy rain, moderate rain. The heavier rain is a little bit further down to the south. You can see over here toward Madison, rather. You can see where the heavy rain is still falling. Just a small little pocket of it, very isolated, and down toward the Jackson area as well. And to Butts County, you do have a little pocket of some heavy rain. The rain has tapered off in places like Peachtree City over toward Carrollton as well, but more will be back. Yep, we got some scattered showers that will continue off and on as we head through the rest of the morning, at least. Once we get into the afternoon, expecting some drying to begin to take place. So pack the rain gear with you this morning, or at least wear it this morning. By the time you get to the afternoon, maybe just have that umbrella handy just in case you need it. 65 degrees will be our afternoon high temperature for today. Area of low pressure causing this rain to be around. You can see that counterclockwise spin right there. The wraparound is what we'll experience for the rest of the afternoon. Much of that heavy rain is now lifting further off to our north and over toward the east as well. In fact, severe weather today, I think, will be in the Carolinas. South Carolina, North Carolina is where you're going to find that. A level 1 threat for severe weather there. For us, it's just drying out. You notice the light green shade extends to our easternmost counties, really just east of the Athens area. This means to me is a general threat for a shower or a thunderstorm. Atlanta will be drying it out today, and our westernmost counties won't have to worry too much about the rainfall for today. In fact, we're going to get some sunshine back in here by tomorrow. We'll hold on to that sunshine for Thursday, and then by Friday, the clouds move back in with the chance for rain. Going back up again, especially Friday evening going into Saturday. Forecast track model plays it out beautifully. There's the rain, the wraparound flow, which may be being a little bit overdone here on our particular model, but it indicates that rain lasting at least through about 1 or 2 o'clock, and then the drying taking place as we head into the overnight going into Thursday. Thursday morning when you wake up, we'll have some sunshine around. Hold on to it through the afternoon, and late, here comes more clouds into the area. Friday, mostly cloudy skies, and a better chance of rain coming to us after 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. Some heavier rain coming to us through the overnight as well going into Saturday. 72 degrees will be our high temperature for Thursday. Friday, Saturday, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 60s. Once that front passes through, down to around 60 for a high temperature on Sunday. At least we get the sunshine back, and we'll hold on to it as we start the work week next week. Jerry?
Thank you, Mr. Chesley McNeil. If you're leaving the house in the Roswell or Alpharetta area, get ready for a slow, wet crawl into work. There you go. Georgia 400 southbound near Northridge. Call the boss. Tell him you're going to be late for work. We've got condition red everywhere. 75, 400, and 85. You're 42 minutes to make it from Windward Parkway southbound to the perimeter on 400. 75 is 38 minutes to get from Barrett Parkway to the perimeter. 85, not so good as well. 75, part of the problem, a big part of the problem, a crash. 75 southbound near North Marietta Parkway. That is blocking a couple of left lanes, and you've also got a crash. I-285 southbound between I-20 and Flat Shoals Road. They've actually cleared that. That's actually moved out of the way, but you see all of the red back behind it. It takes time to recover from a crash like that. The 20s have been a mess all morning long. You're 30 minutes to make it into town from the Conyers area, 26 minutes now to make it in from Douglasville.
Jerry, thank you. Breaking news right now in the race for the White House. Nikki Haley is expected to formally announce that she is ending her presidential run, handing the GOP nomination to former President Donald Trump. NBC's Bree Jackson joining us live with more. Bree, this morning we have those Super Tuesday results, big for both Trump and President Biden. But let's start with Nikki Haley and this new information just coming in.
Good morning. So this morning, 2 sources confirmed to NBC News that Nikki Haley is dropping out of the presidential race and is set to deliver remarks about it later this morning. Her decision comes after former President Trump dominated Super Tuesday. Haley did pull off one Super Tuesday victory, winning Vermont's 17 delegates. Now, one source with direct knowledge of Haley's plans says that she will not immediately endorse former President Trump. Instead, she will encourage him to earn the support of Republicans and independents who backed her. Now, Trump has long been the frontrunner of this once crowded Republican field and held a wide delegate lead over the former UN ambassador. Her exit from this race now makes Trump the apparent GOP nominee. That sets up that much anticipated rematch with President Biden. And we'll see a preview of that this weekend when both President Biden and former President Trump hold events there in Georgia, where you guys will hold your primary election next Tuesday.
Bree, thanks a lot. In about 2 hours, a second Georgia Senate subcommittee hearing starts. They'll look into alleged misconduct by Fulton County DA Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. This committee has little power to take action against Willis or Wade, but senators use information from witnesses to enact new laws or amend existing ones. During today's hearing, Ashley Merchant will testify. She's the attorney for Michael Roman, one of the 19 co-defendants originally indicted in the election interference case. This hearing comes on the heels of new filings asking a judge to allow testimony from new witnesses before he decides whether to keep or remove Willis and Wade from the case. Let's take a look at Truist Park this morning. We're just 1 month away from the Atlanta Braves home opener. There are some upgrades you'll see inside the park. There'll be a new Blue Moon beer garden on the rooftop in right field. Next door, a renovated, expanded hospitality space. It'll now hold more than 200 people. The Braves clubhouse store is also expanding. And in left field, you'll find the new Jim Beam bourbon decks. Hey, and look who's back. A doctor confirmed Ronald Acuna Jr.'s injury is just a knee irritation. So he's already back in North Point and took batting practice with the team there. Chesley?
Glad he's back. I would have had to start for him. I didn't want to do that. We're looking at temperatures at 61 degrees by this afternoon. Scattered showers will be around. I think by 3 o'clock we'll just be left with the clouds. We're stuck in the clouds. 65 degrees will be our temperature, but those clouds will start to fade away. In fact, by 6 o'clock, looking at partly cloudy skies. We get a little sliver of sunshine in before it sets today. 63 degrees will be our temperature by 6 o'clock. Tomorrow we're going to get that sunshine back in here. Temperatures will be at 72 degrees, and then the rain comes back to us late Friday going into Saturday, and then we'll clear it out for the latter half of the weekend into next week.
If you're not ready to leave the house, better pick up the pace. We've got slow going on 75, 85, 400, and I-20. There's a look at 75 southbound at the North Marietta Loop. You see a crash. Authorities blocking the far two left lanes. That's just one spot where it is wet and miserable on our roadways.
New this morning, the Mega Millions jackpot keeps on growing. No winner in last night's drawing, so now the prize money is up to $687 million. Next drawing is Friday night. There's a hilarious TikTok video trend going on right now where it says, I wouldn't tell you if I won the lottery, you swipe, and it says, but there would be signs. And then the people have like some ridiculous purchase or
new car in the driveway,
signs and traces.
Swimming pool in the back.
Dead
I'd like
giveaways.
a sign. Dead giveaways.
You got a new ride over there, Chesley?
No.
What you been up to? Have a good day, everybody. Stay safe in that rain.